Shalom. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect, and much respect to the brothers pushing his word in the four winds of the earth. And shalom to you few sincere sisters out there as well. It's Brother Ariyah coming at you with another lesson here. And I'm going to play this video. I'm going to stop it before the sensitive content gets ready to play out. But watch this video.
Tiffany McLemore, 30, unleashed a vicious tirade on her husband and smashed a laptop over his head after accusing him of looking at another woman on an American Airlines flight preparing to depart.
I'm a woman and he ain't gonna give me no problem. I guarantee you. Exactly. Shut up. Shut the up. Yeah, you better believe it. I wear the in front of public. You want in front of them. Look at other women. No. You ain't gonna look at other women. You ain't gonna tell me to look at other women.
We have a little child right behind you.
Yeah, I know. I sold the child.
There's a little boy right behind you.
I already know. Look, I'm not gonna say nothing if you don't say nothing to try to cause a commotion because he's a problem. You want to try to say me? Shut the up. I'm not bringing my back to why. If I let her bring my back, I'm not ever gonna see you again. I swear to God, don't you ever come to my house. I'll call the police on you. Oh, really? Now I'm going to prove it right now. You should up.
Oh. Get physical. Sir, you're going to come up with us.
No. Oh, you going to come up?
Oh.
You're assaulting me, man. Oh, I'm assaulting you. I
didn't know you like that,
I'm
man.
assaulting you.
All right, so hopefully I stopped at the time. Probably didn't, but oh well. We gonna ride with it. Okay, and you see, this is why the so-called black woman is not desired, man. It's why she's not desired, because of actions like this, trying to embarrass her man in front of everybody because she felt like he was looking at another woman. And I mean, you can see why he would want to look at another woman, you know? Having to go home and deal with that shit every day? Come on, man. And it's not attractive at all. It's very masculine. And no man wants a masculine woman, you know? But, yeah, this is, you know, yet another day in Babylon the Great. Yeah, in this Proverbs 21:9, it says, it is better to dwell in a corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house, okay? And at the end of the day, who wants to deal with that, you know? And women know who to do things like that too. You know, he's obviously a simp, man. Allowing his woman to talk to him that way, put her hands on him. You know, she telling him to shut the fuck up. You know, she gonna break this, she gonna do that. You know, with a real man, that's not gonna happen. A real man's gonna put you in your place, regardless of the setting or where we may be. You're gonna get put in your place real quick. But there's too many effeminate, weak-ass men out here that allow shit like this, man. And a lot of women that carry themselves in this manner is gonna run into the wrong dude, man. They're gonna try it on the wrong dude, okay? And they're gonna end up with themselves hurt, you know, severely injured, all right? Because dudes are getting tired of the mouthy woman, okay? The rambunctious and argumentative woman, all right? Men are getting tired of that shit. And you saw the look on the dude's face that was, you know, he looked like an Edomite. He may not be, but you could see the look in his face. Like, damn, this is how, you know, she talking to him like that, you know? Now, let's say if that particular woman was with him, she wouldn't talk to him like that, you know? And it's sad, man. You know, Eve is just always, you know, Eve will respect Esau way more than they respect us at the end of the day. Not to say all Eve, but for the most part, man. Pretty, 97%, 98%, respect Esau, because they know it's his kingdom, you know. That's all it is, that hypergamous attitude. But at the end of the day, man, this is uncalled for, and it's just more nonsense, man, here in America, man, that we got to see and report, do a lesson on, because that's ridiculous right there, man. For him to even allow something like that, that's crazy. Isaiah 46, I want to get Isaiah 46. And let's get 8 and 9 real quick. And it says, remember this and show yourselves men. And that's pretty much my point, man. Remember this and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, all you transgressors. And remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High, and there is none else. I am the Most High, and there is none like me. Right? Remember the former things. Okay, back in that time, men were men. All right, women didn't, talk to men like that. All crazy like you just seen there. There wasn't none of that there. Okay, women had more respect. Okay, and women had, pretty much a locked door on their mouth, and they would definitely watch what they say and how they say it. Okay, and nowadays, a lot of these women are getting out of control to the point where they think they could beat men up. Okay, and some of them can. I've seen it firsthand. Okay, but I mean, are you really a man if you letting a woman beat you up? I mean, really, But that's just ridiculous. Just for him looking at another woman, that's what you get. And that's another thing, man. In the kingdom, us men, we're gonna have as many women as we want. Okay, and these women are not going to be jealous towards each other. There will be no jealousy. Okay, they're gonna be like family at the end of the day. It's not gonna be no evil eye towards your husband or anything like that, man. All of that is gonna be put away, and that's something that I'm really looking forward to, man. Because us as men, we go through this or have gone through it in the past, and it's a pain in the ass, man, to have to deal with something like that. A woman that's not, confident in herself. She's so downtrodden and just not confident at all. And she feels like she has to react in that manner. And at the end of the day, she's just looking for some attention. Okay, but that was spiteful. He did something to hurt her feelings, so she said, you know what, I'm going to one-up him, and I'm going to embarrass him in front of the whole flight. Not only that, but I'm going to get both of us kicked off of the flight. And she probably got locked up because of it, man. No rule over her spirit at all, man. That's what that is in the end of the day. And women like that behave themselves in that manner, they not going to be protected, okay, in the day of Isaiah 4:1. Those women right there, those rambunctious, disrespectful women like that, they're going to be left to their own to do what they need to do to survive, and they ain't going to survive that long, okay? This is going to be a great humbling coming out here in Babylon the Great for women that act in that manner. Great humbling, man. Let's get Sirach 25 and 16, and I'll read it to 21. And it says, I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. Okay, I would rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Okay, and that's exactly what happened. Just like that, split second. They was probably having a good day until that happened. And that split second, man, her whole countenance changed. Okay, and that was it. She was off to the races. Her husband shall sit among the neighbors. When he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. When he heareth what? Her big ass mouth, man. Her big ass mouth. Okay, and everyone on that plane was really wasn't happy with what they was hearing from that woman. Okay, but there's a lot of, especially Judite women, that talk like that and carry themselves in that manner where they think that they can talk to people however they want and be as disrespectful as they want, especially if they feel like, you know, they've been treated wrong or what have you. And most of the time they go overboard with it, man. You know, that's why a lot of these women are considered like children, because that's how they act. All right, and that's a prime example right there of a woman acting like a child, man. You know, acting like a straight up child. And it says, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman, and let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. As the climbing up of a sandy way is to the feet of the age, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man. You know. So yeah, man, that was crazy right there. Like who wants to go home and deal with that? You know, who wants to go home to four walls and a roof and deal with that, man? Every day in and day out. You know, verbal abuse, physical abuse. I mean, I've never been through that before, ever. You know, but for the men that have went through it or are going through it now, like you gotta stand up, man. You gotta put an end to that shit, okay? Because the woman is the weaker vessel. We the stronger vessel, all right? All that happy wife, happy life bullshit, nah, not at all, man. Because we the prize at the end of the day, not the woman. Because they were made for us, we weren't made for them, okay? So a man should never allow a woman to dominate him in that fashion, okay? Either while they're alone or amongst others. Either way, that's something that should never happen, man. Okay? That should never happen. But you got simpletons out there that allow things like that to happen. Let's get Sirach 26, and I'll read 6 through 8 real quick. No, I'll just read 6 and 7. Yeah, I'll read 6 and 7. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman, right? And that's what happened there, man. A woman being jealous over another woman. For what? Because he's looking? This is the pride. This shows you the pride of a lot of women, man. They feel like you only supposed to look at them. Okay? Women outnumber men. I believe it's 10-1 now or 12-1 in the world. And it's like that for a reason. Okay? A man is not supposed to be with just one woman. Okay? So as a man, yeah, a man is going to look around. He's going to look at other women. Okay? It's only natural at the end of the day. But this is something that a majority of women cannot handle and they can't accept. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman, and a scourge of the tongue which communicateth with all. An evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro, and he that hath hold of her is as though he held a scorpion. Okay, and a scorpion is what? It's full of venom. Okay, and that venom strikes you and gets into your bloodstream. If you don't have any antidote, you're gonna die. Okay, and that's what an evil wife is likened to, a scorpion, man. Okay, a venomous insect. All right, and you see it there. Shit, she could have possibly caved in the back of his head, cause that was a big ass laptop. It wasn't one of them little ones, you know. That shit looked like a I don't know, man. You know, looked like one of them mini TVs that you have in the kitchen or something, man. You know, that was looking crazy, and you heard the bop, so I know it hurt. You know, just no regard, no care for anything or anyone, only their feelings. That's all that matters at the end of the day. It's crazy. This is Sirach 26 and 27. A loud crying woman and a scold shall be sought out to drive away the enemies. You know, imagine being in the enemy coming for you, man. They hear her rambling on and screaming and running her mouth. Yeah, the enemy's gonna be like, nah, we ain't dealing with that. We'll come back another day. You know, that's how bad that is, man. Hearing a woman screaming and cursing and acting like that, man. Not even an enemy will want to come close to you to hear that and deal with that shit, man. That's how bad it is, man. You know? And it puts a man in low spirits to have to deal with something like that every day, man. Me, myself, I could never. And I can't understand for the life of me how other men tolerate that type of behavior, man. You know? Let's get, I'm not going to make this long at all. Let's get Proverbs 12 and 4. Proverbs 12 and 4, right? And it says, a virtuous woman is a crown to her husband, but she that maketh ashamed is as rottenness in his bones, okay? And if you already know that man was ashamed that was his woman, man. He was ashamed of her, man. He had to have been. If he wasn't, then there's something wrong with him, okay? But a virtuous woman would never disrespect her husband like that in public or private. And she would never act in that type of way around others to try and degrade her husband and make him look like a fool, man. Okay? And that's what a lot of these women do, because they know that this society is more for their benefit than ours, you know? So they feel like they run shit, Beyonce telling them who runs the world, girls and all this bullshit, which ain't true, man. It's not true at all. But a lot of these women have a battery in their back, okay? Like the Energizer Bunny, and they just out here doing whatever they want, whenever they want, to whoever they want. And that shit ain't gonna fly when all hell's breaking loose out here, man. And those are gonna be the same women, them tough acting women that think that they can, do these things because the Lord is watching. Those are gonna be the same ones that are gonna be judged most brutally, man, by the Lord at the end of the day, man. I just want to bring this out real quick too. I love this scripture here in Numbers, where it shows how the Heavenly Father does not like a disrespectful woman, okay? Regardless if it's your sister or your aunt or your wife or what have you, the Lord does not like a disrespectful woman, okay? I'm going to read Numbers 1 through 10. Let's get 1 through 10. And this is a story of Miriam. And Miriam was Moses' sister. Okay, so I'm going to read it 1 through 10 real quick. I'll end the lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying. Okay, Numbers 12 and 1 through 10. And it says, and Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married. For he had married an Ethiopian woman. And they said, hath the Lord indeed spoken only by Moses? Hath he not spoken also by us, and the Lord heard it? Now the man Moses was very meek, right? Very humble, man, above all the men which were upon the face of the earth. And the Lord Yahweh spake suddenly unto Moses and unto Aaron and unto Miriam, and come out ye three unto the tabernacle of the congregation. And they three came out. And the Lord came down in a pillar of the cloud and stood in the door of the tabernacle and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth. And he said, hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, the Lord Yahweh, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. My servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all mine house. With him will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches. And the similitude of the Lord shall he behold. Wherefore, then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? Right? Because Moses is a man of the Lord. He was a man of the Lord, man. And for both of them to speak against him and tell him what he should do or who he should marry is not. That's a no-no. Okay? And Miriam was the one that was more boisterous than Aaron. Okay? And this is why she got the judgment that she got. And it says, and the anger of the Lord was kindled against him, and he departed. And it says, and the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. Okay? It's just quick. I'm not going to read the whole story, but it just shows the Heavenly Father does not like disrespectful women or a woman trying to, have rule over a man in the smallest matters or the greatest matters. At the end of the day, a woman is to be comfortable with a man being a man at the end of the day. Okay? A woman is not to be one to try and control a man, all right, and tell him what he should and should not do. Okay? And this also proves here that, these are Israelites, man, with brown skin. Okay? Because if they were already quote unquote white people, then why would why would the Lord turn them white as snow? These are things that are overlooked in the Bible, but that's for another lesson. But my point is the Lord does not like disrespectful women at all, okay? And women should always stay in their place and play their position at the end of the day, because the Lord is watching. So I'm going to say shalom to the next one. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Shalom.